Hey everyone, it's Tariq here, back with another video. So in this particular video, we're going to be talking about XRP. So if you guys have been following my channel, you know I really recommend putting the bulk of your money into Bitcoin because of the safety there and the consistent returns. But I do believe it is perfectly fine to put, 5-10% of your capital into some of these altcoins that can really run. So one of you guys left a comment about XRP, and it's kind of funny that we talk about XRP because it's actually the first cryptocurrency I ever purchased. Okay, I first got started with cryptocurrencies back in 2019, and I bought a little bit of Bitcoin. But my first actual purchase was XRP. So I do remember the massive pump of XRP back in 2018. It really caught my eye to the potential of cryptocurrency and how things can work, how you can make a lot of money quickly. But the bad news is that over the long run, okay, you would have been much better off buying Bitcoin versus XRP depending on when you first purchased it. So if you first purchased XRP back during the previous 2017, 2018 pump, you could actually be down money or basically made a little bit of profit. But over the past 5 years, XRP has quietly performed just as well as Bitcoin. Take a look at this graph here, guys. So here we're looking at a 5-year chart of Bitcoin and XRP, and Bitcoin has barely outperformed XRP over the last 5 years. So it's very interesting. Now, I do not think that XRP is a better long-term hold than Bitcoin simply because the total supply is too great. So if we go back here, we can see the total supply of XRP is 100 billion versus the total supply of Bitcoin is only 21 million. So I do think that Bitcoin will eventually outperform XRP, but there is some kind of, I would say, short-term trading opportunity, I believe, XRP. I'm going to give you guys a couple of reasons why and give you guys my price prediction at the end of this video, so be sure to continue watching. So first off, one of the interesting things that happened is Donald Trump named XRP as one of the cryptocurrencies in his reserves. So you can see Trump names cryptocurrency strategic reserves, sending prices up. This is a good thing because it basically means that the United States government will be investing in XRP, which is always a good thing. So as you can see here, Trump mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. So that's good. And then another interesting thing is that there was last week, okay, on April 7th or so, there was the first ever XRP ETF. Now, this is not a spot ETF. This is simply a leveraged ETF. And that's good as well because they're going to be basically soaking in some money from institutional investors on Wall Street. So these are two very bullish catalysts, okay? XRP has been doing quite well. I'm going to give you guys my kind of 2025, 2026 price target. And the reason I say this is because I don't really know exactly if crypto is going to follow historical patterns, but if it does, there will be a bear market in 2026, and I think a lot of people will be taking profits on XRP probably in Q4 heading towards November or December, as long as they're looking at basically the same cycles as the previous halving cycle that we went through in crypto. So what I like to do with XRP is I really like to look at technical analysis for most cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's my savings account. But XRP for me would be strictly a trade. I repeat, I would not hold XRP long term. There's just too much supply. I would trade in and out of it because of its volatility, okay? So if we take a look here at the daily chart, we can see that XRP has sold off quite a bit year to date. Just like Bitcoin has sold off, okay, it recently topped out at 328, and that coincides with its previous all-time high. So there's a lot of selling pressure at around, I would say, $3.30, $3.40, and this is a double top. Okay, this is a very bearish graph, a very bearish, okay, chart. Meaning that this doesn't look good, okay? This reminds me of Litecoin's chart. Litecoin had two massive tops at around 400. The crypto's never recovered from there. But Trump adding XRP to the crypto reserve and, institutional demand, that's definitely bullish. Will XRP break out from its all-time highs of around $3.36, $3.40, and soar past $3? Well, I think so, okay? Just because of the institutional demand coming in and Trump's crypto reserve, I think it'll break past $3 and $33.40 eventually. Now, do I believe that XRP is going to soar all the way to 10, 20, 30, $40 in this current bull cycle? Absolutely not, okay? Let's be realistic here. There's too much supply, and the fact that Ripple Labs owns like 80% of the circulating price of the total supply is just ridiculous. So you really can't call XRP a traditional cryptocurrency like based on proof of work like Bitcoin or something like that. You really have to call it like a security or a stock. So will XRP stock, crypto, whatever, will it go past $5 or $10? Probably not, right? And the reason is that it's a very centralized cryptocurrency, meaning that one or two entities hold a ridiculous amount of this total token supply. So the whales won't let XRP go too high, even though it is a fixed supply. I'll give it that. It does have a fixed supply that's good, unlike Dogecoin. But the whales won't let XRP run too high because they're going to dump and take profits. So if we take a look here, let's move back here to a more long-term chart. So let's go here to the monthly chart, okay? We can see that, you know, previously in January when that RSI got really out of control, okay? The RSI went to as high as 84 on the monthly chart. It dumped. So it had a big green month and then a red month. So now it's picking back up. That's good. So I expect this monthly chart to pick back up. I would say my price target for the end of 2025 probably around, I would say, closer to $5 to $6. So you're potentially looking at like about a 3x from here to be conservative. I would say max would be $8. $8, so like a 4x would be the max. So 3 to 4x moving into 2025. But I would be taking profits on my XRP. I don't care if Trump is adding to the crypto reserve. I don't care if there's a new leverage product ETF. Bitcoin is where you want to be, in my opinion, in the long run. With the massive supply of XRP, 21 million Bitcoin in total versus 100 billion XRP, whales will take profits. And you definitely don't want to be holding XRP in the bear market, okay? This coin is going to get crushed. Most altcoins get obliterated in the bear market. So I would say about a 3 to 4x from here, so about $6 to $8 is my price target, and then I expect it to dump like most coins will dump, and people will take profits, move them into Bitcoin, buy real estate and cars and all different types of assets and things that people like to buy when they make a lot of money off crypto. So that's about it, guys. I really think, I don't think XRP deserves a lot of time and research, in my opinion. It's a far worse cryptocurrency than Bitcoin, but it does have value now, and it's nice that it got backed by Donald Trump. So I would definitely be looking to buy here around $2 or so, and as it gets closer to like $5, $6, $7, $8, I would be taking my profits, either rolling those profits back into Bitcoin or just sitting on cash and waiting for the 2026 potential bear market to happen. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Will XRP soar past $6 to $8? Will it go much higher? Or am I wrong? Let me know what you guys think. So that's all I got until next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed my content, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. And thanks for watching. That's it. Take care.